Hey everyone, SageValentine here, and welcome to my channel of the same name. Right now, guys, I'm going to review for you CW's The Messengers, Season 1, Episode 6, entitled Metamorphosis. What do I think of Koa? I like her character because she is the darkest one out of all 7 messengers, and she is all alone. She has nobody. She feels like she has nothing to lose. She doesn't feel like she has any allegiance to anyone. As of this episode, I don't know what happens in episode 7. I'll find out when I watch that one, but up until this point, Koa just seems like a bit of an anti-hero. And I feel like she is the weakest to the devil because she is by herself. I thought at first it was Vera, a little bit because Vera is a bit of an atheist, but I realized Koa is the weakest in that sense. I'm so worried about Erin, but before I get to that one, that kiss between Erin and Raul was so cute, adorable, and all I can say is finally they kissed, because I've been waiting for the past couple episodes ever since they laid eyes on one another. But as far as Erin goes, I'm worried about her. I could say, or we could say, that she is that messenger that's going to die, but to me, that feels like it's too easy. I feel like it could be any of them at this point, but Erin being sick is like a red herring to throw us off a little bit. So God knows who that person is that's going to die. But at this point, Erin is very, 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 very sick and not doing well. And every time she heals somebody, that little bruise on her chest grows bigger and bigger and bigger. Then we get to Vera. Now, Vera's in this conundrum, and I do agree with what Rose said when she told Vera, listen, you should not tell Alan anything about us and our secret. And then Vera brings up a good point about how Nadia knows. But the difference between Nadia knowing this and Alan knowing this is that Nadia had to, because Nadia is Raul's niece. So her father died as a result of Raul in this situation, along with the past as well, but this situation in particular. And Nadia is a really big help. That's not to say that Alan is not a big help, but the problem is that Alan may be used against, say, the group or Vera by the devil to manipulate her into doing something against the group, I would say. Like, for instance, like, say the devil decides to use Alan as a bargaining trip to make Vera betray the group or something like that. Then we get to this whole Abaddon business, which I like the way that played out because I wasn't sure who Abaddon was and who was the head of this. That Leland guy, I'm assuming we meet him in the next episode, episode 7. But in this one, it's pretty sad that, like, he, like many people in this world, have to deal with these insurance companies, and they don't want to cover this and they don't want to do that. So he's kind of a hero in the fact that he hacked into this whole Nero thing, and he gave this Haven House place, it looks like a hospice or a nursing home, money so that they could take care of the people. But unfortunately, it was too late to care for his poor mom. Then you get to this business with Koa and Raul, and I do think they're going to clash at least one more time during this season or before this season ends. But I am with Raul in the sense that Koa seems a little bit suspect, like something crazy is going to have to happen for her to bring down her guard and stop trying to be this big badass, if you will, and just fall in with the group, because right now she's not feeling it. Some may say that Rose was a little bit foolish for trying to pull this girl in, but Rose could see something that we can't see and the other messengers can't see, because Rose, to me, on this show is like the voice of reason. I'm still waiting to see a little bit more about Rose, as I've said in my other reviews, but as far as Koa goes with Raul, like, he definitely hit the nail on the head. Alan and Vera walked right into a trap. I feel so sorry for them for that. They didn't even realize what was going on. And the fact that that park ranger guy knew who they were, was waiting for them to come. And then they spent most of the day and the night running from people with guns. And then they make it to this ranger station. They find out it's this makeshift lab. And come to find out, as I should have figured out already, that war was already involved in this. And apparently, and maybe this is me assuming things, but it seemed like they used that meteorite that the devil popped out of to make some type of nuclear bomb or something. And basically to cut all corners and to clean things up. Ward told that, Colonel guy to make sure to tie up loose ends, and he shot every single scientist that he could see and basically killed them all. And poor Vera had to see that. But will this change, and will this stop Vera from questioning everything as far as what Rose is saying? Probably not. Something big is probably going to have to happen in order for her to actually listen. But as I said before in this review, I am worried about Vera telling Alan, because that makes Alan pretty much vulnerable to what's about to happen, I guess, in the next couple episodes. Another cool part of this episode was when, Rose cracked that code, which I should have figured Rose could crack the code, considering that she can read all types of languages and say all types of things in different languages. Like she's just like a Rosetta Stone walking around on two legs. And the thing that I like most about Koa as well is the fact that she can change and become different people, as we saw during this episode when she became the nurse, and then that Emily woman. I think she was like an accounts holder or something like that. And we do get a little story on her background, to the point where, as we found out that Koa was a pickpocket with her father, she watched her father die. And then she started hustling through card games. And then when this pulse went through her body, as it did through Vera, Raul, Josh, Peter, and Erin, and Rose, it did it at the most inconvenient time, because then it outed her. Her wig fell off. And then she was just completely put out there. But as I said before in this review, I do believe that she is the weakest, because she has this big, huge, like, wall up, and she's trying to be all tough, but she's really mushy on the inside, and the devil is going to use that against her. I'm really going to miss this show when it goes, but as I said before, guys, I'm still going to continue to do these reviews, because I do love this show, and I do apologize for doing this so late, but last week I was at BEA and BookCon from Wednesday to Sunday, so it was out of the question, but I definitely got to this, and I'm so glad you guys continue to tune into my reviews. You all take care. I have a Hannibal review to do later tonight. Don't forget to hit me up on Twitter and Google+. I'm at SageValentine, and just check in and we can chat a little bit about all these shows. Also, hit that subscribe button, rate this video, leave your comments, let me know what you thought about this episode and the season so far. And you guys have an awesome Thursday, and you take care. SageValentine here, signing off. Bye, guys. Love you all. Bye.